Good morning, everyone, and welcome to A Moment of Hope with Upward Transitions. I'm Carla Stinnett, and I'm the Director of Development and Public Relations here at Upward Transitions. And we welcome everyone to our brief broadcast today. We like to give you a weekly update where we either visit and have a conversation with our community partners that we work with, or we just give you some updates on what's going on at Upward Transitions this week. So we'd like to say, for starters, we are not able to fulfill our mission without the community working together to help the homeless and the impoverished population in central Oklahoma. We would like to express our appreciation to a couple of groups that have helped out recently. They've partnered with Upward Transitions to assist the most vulnerable in our community. We'd like to give a big shout out to the 72nd Medical Group at Tinker Air Force Base for their winter clothing drive. They just started delivering everything that they've been collecting over the last 30 to 45 days. And they've collected clothing for women and men and children and a few toys too for the kids for our homeless supplies closet and pantry. So we just want to say thank you, Melina, for organizing that clothing drive out on Tinker Air Force Base, and how much we appreciate the generosity of everyone in the military there serving their community and helping out wherever they can. And we just thank you so much. Also, I'd like to share with you today, we try to share this wonderful 3-minute video that we have, thanks to St. Luke's Methodist Church for making the video for us. But it shares a client story, and we love to share this story with you at least once a quarter so that you can get an impression of how our services impact a household. And it helps us to share with you how we serve and meet just even the basic provisions for those who are the most vulnerable in our community. So give me just a second here, and I'm going to share this 3-minute video with you. And this is created by St. Luke's Methodist Church.
Before I got pregnant, I was working 3 jobs, So I'm so used to working. So when the pandemic hit and the middle of last year came, you don't know how much it affects you until you start seeing everything in your life just crumble apart. And sorry, I'm about to cry because you guys just don't know how much you helped me.
Upward Transitions has been here in Oklahoma City since 1925, and our goal today is to work to end generational poverty here in Oklahoma County. We work with individuals who are homeless to help them regain their identity. Most people who are homeless don't have any form of identification. We'll retrieve a legal document from anywhere in the U.S. With those documents, then they can seek work. They can seek health care, they can seek housing. And when I go out to talk to them, they will hold up that ID and they'll say, I'm somebody. We're contributing to helping those people become members of society where they can give back and contribute and take care of themselves.
Helped me get my ID, and she just went through every possible avenue that she could and to help me get what I needed. And now I'm getting housing, I'm getting my daughter, I'm getting just all these programs and things that she helped me get was through her, and I just want to thank Upward Transitions.
I had a couple of people that I have worked with in the past that passed away in the cold weather this year. Somebody I know had a divorce and then an injury, and they ended up on the street. Another person I know had a professional career, like a medical career, and had an injury, and then they were on the streets. We had people calling freaked out, all the time, crying. There were families where they didn't know what they were going to do, and they didn't know how they were going to pay the bills.
We want to catch them before they are in that position of sleeping in an abandoned building or their car or having to go to a shelter. The pandemic has created a huge burden on many people who are renting. Some paychecks have been cut, some jobs have been completely lost, and people aren't able to pay their rent or their utilities, and they're at risk of being evicted. So we can step in and help pay a utility bill that's about to be cut off, or help pay a rent payment if they're at risk of becoming evicted.
When I'm explaining that there's solutions to everything and I'm writing down everything, I can see that they're relieved because somebody's listening to them and somebody knows what to do, and how to help them and places they can go, and that it's not hopeless anymore.
We change their lives. We give that family a new lease to be able to say, yes, I can take care of my children.
If Upward Transition would not help me, my family would have been homeless, because I don't know how I was going to pull all that out. I just appreciate you guys' help. That's all I could just really say. I appreciate it.
Yes, we just appreciate St. Luke's Methodist Church for helping us put that video together. And Shantoya's story is very special. And, during the pandemic, that did increase evictions, and the risk for people and families becoming homeless increased dramatically because of the COVID-19 pandemic. And we've seen our numbers increase and the homeless population numbers increase dramatically. And so we appreciate the generosity of community partners like the 72nd Medical Group at Tinker Air Force Base, and also the Oklahoma State Senate this year did a clothing drive for us. Let's see if I can share a picture of them. Let's see here. We have a picture of the state senate, and then we had a picture of Melina, who was with the medical group at Tinker Air Force Base. Just to give everyone a heads up, we do have the Share the Love campaign that begins tomorrow, Wednesday, February 9th, and it's made possible through the support through Express International. So Share the Love donation, if you make a donation anytime between the 9th and February 14th, your donation will be doubled. And we are so grateful that Express International has contributed a $5,000 match. So your contribution or donation to Upward Transitions will be doubled up to $5,000. So be sure and look for our Share the Love campaign on our social media, which is Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, and Twitter. And we will definitely be kicking that off tomorrow. And we will be looking to everyone out there in the community to share the love on behalf of someone they love with Upward Transitions. So share some love with Upward Transitions. And we look forward to sharing our stories of clients that are being helped and the collaboration that we are so grateful for within our community, with other community partners like Homeless Alliance, the City Rescue Mission, Salvation Army, Mental Health of Oklahoma. These are all community partners that collaborate with Upward Transitions to help us help those who are the most vulnerable in our community. So for right now, we're going to just say thank you to your generosity, to everyone who's contributed and donated clothing and the needs of winter clothing to our clients, and we thank you again. And just want to remind you to tune in on social media, and we can share the love with you the 9th through the 14th. All right, so give the gift of love and double your donation this next week. We send you a happy Valentine's greeting, and we'll see you next week. Thank you again for all those who are supporting Upward Transitions. And just a little reminder that we do have our biggest signature annual event coming up May 6th at the Farmers Market. It is our American Tourist, Hello Austin. So get ready to start hearing some information about that coming up too. Thanks again. We appreciate everyone, and we will see you next week. Bye-bye now.